buzzing on that beat.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. You brought a lot of money, but me, I'm catching tiny tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over, and we can start again. For you, I caught a lot of static. And me, I would like it automatic. Oh, what did you think would happen next? Oh, what could it ever be? So it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. Next time, let's talk about it. Or maybe start again. To think I used to pity you. To think I used to pity you. It's true. To think I used to pity you. To think I used to talk to you. It's true. Next time we can talk about it, or even start again. I couldn't tell you what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew you were low, man, but the truth is I was shocked.
En busca de respuestas con un manejo lleno.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tell them where I'm from. I make the 6 straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California. Where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London, to Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them lay back, slow down, better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down, what you represent when we come to your town. Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there.
Fans, get out of your seats and make some noise!
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. A look at the Magic starting group. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Payton in at the one. Good. We all know about the Splash Brothers, but it seems everyone on Golden State now can hit a three. They set a franchise record in made threes last year at 883 triples.
Incredible. Wow. I mean, they can stretch you out as well as anyone, and it's why they are so good going small. I mean, they did lead the league in three-point percentage last year, making almost 40% of those threes.
For the Warriors, guys, not only did they lead the league in three-point percentage, they also hit about 45% of their three-point attempts from the corner. That's the highest percentage three on the court.
And it's Orlando's ball. It's a 5-point game. Up and in on the layup. Here's Curry. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
And how about 45% from the corner three? That is absurd, especially when you consider that the Warriors would put it up from anywhere. You look at the numbers from last year, and what this team did from beyond the arc was simply phenomenal.
The quick look, no good that time.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Harris misses. Warriors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Curry. Again, Curry missing.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
But 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Payton drives in, and the rejection by Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. That'll be a 5-second call. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Curry. It's hauled in by Harris.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat. That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Stolen by Thompson. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Barnes in for Klay Thompson. The Magic also changing it up. Channing Frye's checked in for Gordon. Hezonja comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Watson in for Elfrid Payton. On its way from Curry for 2. Again, Curry missing. The Magic trail by 10. And Oladipo, here we go. And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a 1. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out of college.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either. As good a foul shooter as he is.
Nobody near Barnes. Can't get it to go. And Orlando will come the other way.
You know, back to Oladipo, he has a tremendously quick first step. Finished second in the slam dunk contest to Zach LaVine. Some dunks he's had in regular season play, downright nasty.
And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That's his first foul. Fournier's checked in for Victor Oladipo.
And talking about Oladipo's explosiveness, we're starting to see it in his overall scoring as well. Had his first back-to-back 30-point games this year against Chicago and Houston. If he keeps improving at this rate, could be an all-NBA first-teamer before he's through.
Here's Fry. And that one comes up a bit short.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Barbosa passes to Spates. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg. And as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Now, here's Watson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the inside. It's deflected. Here's Hezonja. Lets it go from 11. The shot misses. And there's the pass to Barnes. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. And that's going to be a travel.
It's been kind of a comedy of errors for them in the first half so far. They've been all over the place.
Yeah, just too many turnovers, and it has not been pretty offensively.
Warriors leading by 12. Now the feed to Ezeli. Some nice passing by Golden State here. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Spates. And it's the Warriors on the break. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
Barbosa up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The shot. But they get it back. Azili dishes to Livingston. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And the rejection by Azili.
Okay, you ready? All right, let's go. Substitution on the court.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now Thompson. Got it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Warriors.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Draymond Green is out there with Iguodala. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase in pay when 2017 rolls around.
Peyton. Rebound Bogut.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Again, Curry missing.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. That drops.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree, and, you know, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And, of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago and never really got back on track.
Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Warriors leading by 16.
And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
Here's Peyton following the basket by Stephen Curry. And it's sent back by Bogut.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
That's good.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And, boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who could become a perennial all-star.
The Magic again can't hit.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. And that's 20 points for Steph Curry.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. No good from Bogut. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Harris with it. Picked up by Thompson to stop the run. Green against Payton. The second chance effort. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but it came...